afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
I don't want you to get cross and start shouting at me, but after the other night, a very good performance was overshadowed by that incident. Now the emotion has been taken out of it. Have you had another discussion with those players? You were pretty strong on Monday, but I wondered also if you got the sense that they actually understood what they'd done wrong and whether or not you thought that they had taken it on board and learned from it.
I think we were talking a lot after Monday. Monday was off, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and today, Friday, still, because we were practicing penalties, and we were also talking. No, I think it's clear. I think I made clear after the game. We had a meeting with all the players and staff that they were involved, also the sporting director there, Paul and Lawrence. And I explained my feelings and in the way that I'm going to act in the future if something happen again like this. Was really clear, the message that after I translate you in the, or try to translate you in on the media and the press conference and all my interviews. And yes, I think now we need to move on. It's about to be clever. They are clever and understood the situation. In some point, was an image that you don't like, but in another point, it's good if the player want to take the responsibility and take the penalties, show the personality and the character of the team and the players. But they need to respect the rules. The discipline is so important, and in the way that they approach or they wanted, to do the things, or they did, was in a very wrong way. That is why it's so important for them to learn and for us to, to apply the common sense and the discipline and then to act in a different way in the future. And now we need to move on because all is clear, and yes, happy in the way that we were training and the way that we play against Everton. Was an amazing game, and yes, we need to translate tomorrow in a game that is going to be really, really difficult on the another final, because it's semi-final, but it's final because you need to go through if you want to, to win the game. If you want to be in the final, and of course we are with all the energy and the capacity, yes, to compete and to fight.
I know you don't want it to go to penalties, but if it does, you've got a few ready on your list, lined up. They'll up for it, will they, even under pressure?
No, we are ready. And then penalties are penalty. Look what happened in the last few days in different competition. And you never know. But yes, we were practice. We were, we have the clear idea, and on the end is, that is it's difficult to guess what is going to happen. But I think we are ready.
You talked a lot about Cole Palmer over the last few months, but when you sort of sat there and analysed what he did the other night, and you look at his goal scoring level with Ireland's possible golden boot, did you expect him to have that much to his game? You've talked about his mentality and his talent and how coachable he is, but that kind of goal scoring in him, or has that surprised you?
That is a consequence of his job, and then the teammate also that provide the possibility to pass the ball in the right moment, and of course he's the taker of penalty that is helping also. But always I'm going to say honestly, always we never judge the player when we sign the player. Always we sign player believing that they can perform, but it's true that he's performing in a very good way, maybe over expectation, because it's not only his add to the team playing well and perform in the way that we expect, if not that scoring goals. And of course, I think his first consistent season playing. Also, we need to be careful because he's young, still young, he's growing, he need to evolve and develop in different areas his game. But of course, expectation. I think is over expectation. No, this thing is far away of the that we expect from the beginning. I need to be honest.
He looks so cool. Is he like that all the time? But on the flip side of that, this week there is a sense that maybe he's got a bit of a point to prove. Players say it; they just want it a bit more when they're playing an old club. Have you noticed that about him?
Yeah, but he already played twice, in Premier League, and then he is very grateful with Manchester City, with Pep Guardiola, with the former coach. He always talked very highly about Manchester City and Pep, and it's not this type of player that have something inside. I think he understood perfectly that that maybe for different reason wanted to prove himself in another club, and I think today to enjoy of Palmer here is to thank you also to Manchester City to give the possibility to move to another club. But I go back and say that he's not this type of person that want to prove something against his former club. He is very grateful, and he talked very highly about Pep and Manchester City.
Just finally, the news that emerged yesterday that there'll be no FA Cup replays, and with that the season shifts. So, two parts to the question. One, are you pleased that FA Cup replays are scrapped? And two, it does also mean you'll lose that winter break. So, reaction to both of those things.
Look, I am a lucky coach that I had the opportunity to coach in different levels, not only be in top clubs. And I can understand the frustration of the different club that maybe, used to have a replay to live the experience, to have the capacity to have more incomes, and I understand completely. Like I need to be, on emphasize with the big team that are involved in Europe that maybe that avoid to play more games during the season. Look, it's not fair for both. No, I think in both sides, in both position. I think I can feel, because I was in Espanyol, in Southampton, in different club that maybe they use this type of game to enjoy the competition and everything. But I think it's under the winter break also. I can understand, because after we are going to have, of course, more time on summer. But big clubs can use to go for a tour and spend more time in a tour, trying to to play games and have a benefit of these games. But maybe some clubs, maybe they are not going to have. And look, it's a thing that is not easy. It's not easy for everyone to be happy, and I think it's a thing that only I can explain in this way. I am not in one or another side only, because that is my position. I have not influence on the decision. Only I can describe the reality.
Thank you, Alex, BBC.
Hi, Mauricio. You said there on Cole Palmer, he still needs to evolve and develop. Where do you think he can develop in his game?
First of all, is to absorb the loss of the pressure to play in Premier League consistently, and then we were talking with the coaching staff, with Jesus, that is about the demand also in a private, in his private life. The demand are so higher now because he's top scorer, because he maybe need to pay attention in different things that before he didn't pay attention. That is going to, to have an influence in how he's going to prepare himself, how he's going to rest, how he's going to sleep, how he's going to, to spend the energy that sometime or before didn't spend. That is why. Yes, that is why we need to be careful, and we have the experience, of course. I don't know if the club have the experience, but as we have the experience, to manage this type of thing, when the young kid become a big star, and then, why is not performing maybe in few months or in few weeks, or maybe he's tired. Yes, because his life changed. It's different when a senior player already, come a club and perform, because he's dealing because he has the experience. But he need to learn from the experience now that is completely different that happened in the past for him.
When you played Liverpool at Wembley, it was a lot of these players' first time playing in the stadium. Do you think you're better prepared going into this match this time?
Well, of course, the experience always could be a good point for the team. Of course, players that maybe repeat, that will have the possibility to play again. They are going to already know what it means to play in Wembley. That could be a good how to help, to rest more and to be calm and to approach the game in a different way.
And Manchester City coming into this game off the back of a defeat, can you take advantage of that? Any lowering of morale or fatigue that they're experiencing?
Yes, always we know very well when you play 120 minutes in a Champions League, and therefore it's massive, and the emotional thing always is not easy to recover after you to lose the possibility to go to the semi-final. Yes, of course, it's going to be tough for them, for us, but we need to remember that they have an unbelievable squad. Players that maybe didn't play don't have the possibility to play, but they are going to perform in the same way. They are showing in the last 6-7 years that how consistent they are playing under Pep philosophy and winning titles and respecting, the idea of they settle and they apply, in the club. I think it's a challenge for us, because they are a club that they are doing a fantastic job, of course playing a fantastic football, and yes, showing that is the best, if not the best, one of the best teams in the world in the last 5, 6, 7 years.
Thank you. Rahman.
Mauricio, can I ask you about good energy? I read in your book, and I think it's been said that you keep...
We need to update the book now. We need to update because many things change, and
You do.
things evolve, and we need to make an update of the book.
Just on good energy and preparation for big games, do you still have line in your office? Do you still think they get rid of bad energy?
Yes, I have, because I have lemons. Yes, I have. No, because it's an habit. It's not superstition, but it's like I like to have, lemons in my office.
Right.
I don't know why, but I don't know now. I need to believe in this, or if helping or not, but make me feel comfortable. It's like home. It's my place now here in the training ground in my office is like my home now. And lemon make me feel like home. It's one of the things that make me feel good.
I asked genuinely because I know some top players and top managers have rituals when they are playing big games, and they just have a unique way of preparing for...
No, I not change. For me, all are big games. Even when I play semi-final of the FA Cup, or when we play the first round of the FA Cup again, Wimbledon or Carabao Cup, For me, every single game is important game. It's the most important. It's like not in football. Always we talk about that and we laugh. The most important action in football is the next one.
Thank you. Last question in the broadcast section today is Simon from The Athletic.
Hey Richard,
Hey, how?
last time you were at Wembley, the game finished with Gary Neville calling your players bottle jobs. Do you get the feeling from your players that this is another high-profile game at Wembley, that they've got a point to prove, they're fired up to show it's different this time?
Look, again, like I was talking about Cole Palmer, I am not a person that have bad feelings. When things happen because it's a special circumstance. Now I am not thinking on that. Hope that we can win and go through, to the final. That is our objective. But I am not going there thinking in that. I think I have too many good memories from Wembley. We played too many games. Hope that one day can leave a trophy there. That is my dream. That is what we want, like a coaching staff, and of course for the club it could be amazing. But of course I don't have bad feelings, and we are thinking and focusing try to win the game and go through to the final.
If it goes to extra time though, have you talked to the players about how to handle it better than last time against Liverpool?
Yeah, but to be honest, it's going to be a complete game. Complete different game. Again, a different club, different structure, different situation and circumstance. Yes, like a football player or coaching staff, the most important thing is always to adapt to the circumstance, and always things can change. But the most important is to react in a good way when things happen. Like we were talking in football, never you are going to find a similar action, because always it's going to be in a different position, the things. But I think is to be, of course, with the experience that we already play, and that is should or could be or must be an important thing for us, that now, like a team, to feel what it means to play on Wembley. And for me, okay, it's a semi-final, but it's a final, because it's not. If you don't win, you are not going to have access to play another game on Wembley.
Just a quick one on Nkunku. I've seen that he's now partial team trained. Is there a chance then he'll be back soon, or?
No, now it's about to they assess day by day him, and now in the last few days has the possibility to be in some part of the training session involved. Now we need to see the reaction of his body, and then how he's going to evolve, and hope that we can recover him and be available as soon as possible, or before the finish the season.